Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. Guys, this is the weekly Wednesday Wargaming questions and answers. This is an off the cuff video, guys. For everyone that's new, what does that mean? I record and I upload. There is no fancy editing skills. You won't see my intro symbol at the beginning because it's just, just a weekly Wednesday is always just off the cuff. Okay, I do have a transition button, so if something happens and I need to stop filming and pick back up again, I can do that. For all those of you new, the weekly Wednesdays are primarily model focused. Okay, talking tools, materials, storage, anything that I come across or find that I can help you guys with. That's what I do. The primarily GW stuff at the moment. I do want to branch off into other stuff, but it's just getting the time to go and pick them up. Usually you guys leave a question for me on a weekly Wednesday, or send me a message on Messenger and ask me a question, or something like that, and then I put it into next weekly Wednesday. Sometimes there is terrain questions that come up. Other times I might talk about what's happening in around the workshop. Okay. All my regulars here, guys, I feel love. Thank you very much. So there's got two questions here. One thing I want to talk about as well. So it may not be a long one this week, but it's a good one as always. Okay, are there any armies that you don't have that you're excited to start? Yeah, Tyranids. Can't wait for them to come out. I've got some Eldari down here that I need to get onto, and they're sitting in paint stripper, the lead ones, so I need to sort them out. I'm keen to see them. I'm keen to properly start my Chaos Space Marine army. Yeah, there's just three armies there that I'm very keen to start. To be honest with you, with the level of sculpts that GW have been producing, I'm happy to start any army. They'll release an army like Dark Eldari or Drukhari, I think they're called now. I think they were Dark Eld and Drukhari. I think that's what they're called. When they first released an update on them, I was like, yeah. Do I see the models? And I was like, well, actually, that's quite nice. I like that. And then they start drawing you in that way. But top of my list would be Eldari, Chaos Space Marines, and Tyranids. But even Orcs, it's just such amazing models. I don't know where to start. I mean, I've got a lot here already with the Imperial magazine and with the Necrons. Indominus Space Marines, Imperial magazine as well, and Necrons that have come in that and come in the Imperial magazine. This week's paint video I did of the other day. It's this magnificent chap, Necron Overlord. Not going to be able to get a good picture because the lighting's aimed downwards and not aimed at me. See my face in the way. No, you're not going to get a good picture on that, but go check the video out. I think in that video I had the camera at the wrong place, and then I moved it a little bit along, and then I was too close, and usual business. But there is some good shots of me painting the model, and some good techniques I'll show you guys in there, mostly to do with the blade and simple little things that you can do with one color and just work it out. What is your biggest win or lose in a war game? That's a good question. I've played a lot of games, a hell of a lot of games. I've seen everything from a Vindicator Assassin shoot a little Gritchin. Anything but a 1 to hit rolls a 2. Anything but 1 to absolutely splatter rolls a 1. I've seen things like that. My biggest win or lose, I mean, there's some losses are just absolutely, you don't talk about them. First of all, the Fight Club, don't talk about it. Because usually by the first couple of turn 1, turn 2, you have to concede. because you're like, oh my goodness, I've just lost half my army, or I've just lost these few key units to amazing, combination of spells and missile fire and stuff like that. Or you've moved them forward and you're off position, and then they get charged and swamped and destroyed. So we never talk about the worst losses that we have. We do remember them vaguely, but I know the biggest wins. The biggest win I think I've had, and it's the one that sticks in my mind the most, playing 7th edition Warhammer. And we played me and my friend Dave would play like 18,000 points week in, week out, no problem. But we'd have like 2 or 3 armies. So I'd have Chaos Warriors and Chaos Demons, sometimes Beastmen and Skaven, depending on what way it works. But the Chaos Warriors had their own army standard, their own general. Okay, same with the Demons, and if we bring anyone else, same, and he would do the same. But when we come to Magic phase, he wouldn't be 2 for this army, 2 for that army to go into the Magic pool. It would be just 2 for the army, and then we go, okay, the level 4 wizard, he has 4 dice, of which he has this magic item that gives him an extra dice, or, that sort of thing. But it was the first time I fielded the Hell Cannon, and 7th edition rules. I rolled to shoot the Hell Cannon, and I misfired, and we both laughed because it's a new model on the table, always messes up the first game. And I said to him, if I roll 3 now, then you're in trouble. I rolled dice, it was a 3. And for those who don't know what it means that every wizard, every spellcaster on the battlefield, friend or foe, has to roll on the miscast table. Miscast table is when you roll a spell and you mess it up by rolling double 1. So it was when you mess it up, if you roll on the miscast table and you roll like a double 1, I think it's 2 or 3, the wizard isn't dead. So it is quite harsh. But one of my heroes had an item called the Infernal Puppet, which allowed me to add or subtract up to D3 to any rolls on the miscast table. So he rolled for his vampire count general first of all, double 1, dead. Then he rolled another D6 for the Van Castian ring, I think it is. He rolls anything but a 1, he comes back to life with 1 wound. He rolled 1. So I think it was playing about 15,000 points, and it might have been 16. I'm not sure, or 14, but I'm sure it was about 15. And I think of that he had 5,000 or 6,000 points, which was vampire counts / undead. So he conceded the game on the basis of there's half of his army is or pretty much half of his army is vampire counts or undead. So I just need to leave those units alone, and the skeletons with their leadership, I think of 2 or 3, each turn has to roll 2 dice and get under their leadership or under, otherwise they suffer that many wounds because they can't hold themselves together. Yeah, those of you that used to play old fantasy know what I'm talking about. Those of you that don't, it's it's a little bit complicated, but that's the general gist of it. So in the end, we just said, look, put him in a unit that as if he'd passed his role, and we'll just carry on playing. Because we just spent 2 hours setting up, or 3 hours setting up. I don't really want to pack it all away, and that's what you don't. So we just carried on playing. That's the biggest battle win that comes to my mind. Another big win that I had. It wasn't the combat was a win, and it was just like absolutely amazing. In the 7th edition Demon book, Demon infantry, plague bearers, bloodletters, demonettes, or horrors could have a sacred totem. Now, most units in fantasy, you might have this unit here that could, 1 unit in the army can carry a magic, standard worth 50 points. Whereas in that 7th edition demon book, you get paid for the unit, but then you have options to upgrade this one to a champion, the standard, musician. But in the standard entry, the standard may have one of the following. Next unit may have one of the following. So you could have 3 or 4, plague bearer units, all with the same sacred totem, because that's the way they done it. It was a bit overpowered, but and one of the totems that the plague bearers could take was made all of their poison attack, unsaved wounds caused by poison attacks count as 2 for combat resolution. Now, poison attack is, if a unit has poison attacks, when they roll dice to hit, if they roll a 6, that's an automatic wound. Okay. But with the unit, I had 20 plague bearers in the unit with the Talisman, Epidermis, and 2 heralds. Well, the tally was already on whatever it was on, but it means that all poison attacks, friend or foe, automatic wound on a 4+ instead of a 6. All the plague bearers hit on a 4+. So I think there was a unit of Corsairs, a unit of Blackguard, I think Blackguard or Executioners, one of the two, they're 20 strong. There was a flying beastie in the side, I think it was I'm not sure if it was a Manticore or a Black Dragon Rider in the side of the unit. I can't remember now, but there was a herald on that corner that had a special skill that meant if the unit's charged in the side or the rear, we don't lose our rank bonus. Yeah, I think it was Slippery Slime Trail, I think it's called. So anyway, we worked out the combat, and I think I ended up on like combat resolution of 30 or something. So this unit of mine with plague bearers, the plague bearers I think were 295, I think, for the unit, and you got the 2 heralds and Epidermis. I think Epidermis was only 185 points, I think, which is insane. And the heralds, I think they were maybe about 200 points. I can't remember exactly the point cost on them. So this unit was like 800 points thereabouts, and there was over 1,000 points of enemy that come into us. I think there's actually Witch Elves as well. I can't remember now. I think so. I know there was a unit called Corsairs with their Sea Dragon cloaks, and I'm sure there's a unit of Blackguard or Executioners or something like that. And I'm sure there was a beastie in the side. I can't remember if it was a Manticore or a Dragon, but I'm sure there was another. It might have been a unit of Dark Riders actually. I can't. I know there was another unit there, but I can't remember. I think they might have run. Plague Bearers might have pursued them after the combat and gone into Witch Elves, something like that. But I was in combat resolution of 30. Absolutely insane. My opponent was like, no combat fight, no combat fight, no. We looked at the rules, and you know, I think we actually referred to a White Dwarf because they had a battle report in the White Dwarf, and they had the Bloodletter units. There was 2 or 3 in their army, and they all had the same stake of totem because it was better for them. Something like that. But it was, yeah, that's so the losses you don't really remember. You just, okay, yeah, I lost, that's it. What can I learn from that? And then you just crack on. But the wins, there are always 1 or 2 wins that really stick out for you. I mean, if you guys want to try comment below and tell me, you know, your most memorable wins or victories, you know, just because I like hearing other people's stories and different combinations of what they've done and stuff like that. Now, the Let's Build videos, I'm really enjoying them. Absolutely enjoying them. I did the Nurglings. I got so much good feedback from that. I did the Primaris Librarian in Phobos armor. This is my first Primaris model I've put together. Okay. One, very easy to put together. You know, if you haven't seen the video, go and check it out. It's very, very easy. You know, you won't make any mistakes because you'll see how he did this person did that. It's so easy. It's easier than I thought it would be. And 2, this model is absolutely 100% amazing. I can't wait to make this. I really can't. I was gonna carry on gluing stuff up and everything else for Let's Build, but just try and hold off on getting black spray until I go to Warhammer in Dublin. But now I'm like, I want to paint him. I want to paint Nurglings, I want to paint him. So now I might have to go and get some black spray, and you know, but I may not be able to go to Warhammer because in Dublin, because there's going to be some new restrictions coming in. I don't know lowdown on it yet as this time of filming because I'm out here and it's going on in the news now. But I really want to get all the Space Marines done. And when I say get them done, I've got loads of Firstborn, all the stuff from Dominus. I've got the stuff coming from the Imperium magazine, and I basically want to get everything sort of put together or laid out on the table behind me, and then go, okay, this is a legal unit, this is a legal unit, this is this needs something else, this needs something, yeah, and just go like that, and organise my chapter the way that, you know, so I have every type of librarian that I can model that I can have, but then I have them, that's the company, you know, the chapters librarians. There's not like one for each company or anything like that. I was going to do that originally, but then I thought, no, just have like, if there's 6 librarian models, plus I've got 1 or 2 here, 3 here, then that's what I have. Same with chaplains and everything else. But I am going to be doing a few more Let's Build Space Marine videos, but I don't want to be Space Marine. I am going to be doing like Space Marine, then something else, Space Marine, then something else, because I have things like a Jebus wife over here, a giant, you know, I know they're called Gargants now, whatever they're called, but you know, I have an old giant here that I'm going to convert and stuff like that. Well, keep bashing a little bit onto, but I can show you how to put it together, and then just the last second, just keep bashing, and you can start seeing me add a little bit, keep bashing to it, something, you know, something like that. I just wanted to let you know before someone goes, oh, you're just doing Space Marines, there's loads of Space Marines. So because I do want to get them organised and done. I really love this Promos model. Absolutely amazing. It is absolutely fantastic. I'm so amazed with that and pleased with that. Now, I've been trying to get this place organised because everything that's gone on. I think it's been 3 weeks since I did a terrain build. I've got one filming, you know, that I've started filming, I've started working on. I wanted to get some more done it today, but it's getting late now, and you know, I don't want to upset, you know, the missus. So just, but I'm trying to do a bit of filming, and then when I finish filming, just tidy up for 5-10 minutes, just try and move stuff around, and you know, so just bear with me, guys. I am doing a train build, so for all you that love the train builds, I am doing a train build, and you're not going to be disappointed. You're going to be absolutely wow. But I might move the train build from once a week to every 10 days or so, and just up the painting videos a little bit, just because of what's gone on, but also because of the time of year. I'm waiting an extra day or 2 for stuff to dry. So if I base coat something with one of these paints, yeah, instead of being a day to dry, it might be 2 days or 2 and a bit days, just because of the way how cold it is in here. I can't see my breath now. Before I started filming, my breath was just coming over because it's so cold. So that's what I'm thinking, just because, you know. And thinking about it, the failed bridge build, every time I went to work on that, it was still wet, and it was not, you know, the glue wasn't curing, the filling mix wasn't drying, and I think that's the reason why, because it was that cold here, that it wasn't quite ready, and as soon as I started working on it, I reactivated it all by accident, and I think that's the problem with that. Well, it's one of the problems with that video. If you haven't seen that, go and check it out, because you see, things don't always go to plan. But that's why, you know, you guys chuck comment below and tell me what you think, just because, you know, because of what's been going on and everything else, and I'm trying to organise this in here and that, and because of the time of year, it's going to be cold. The next 2 months, it's going to start to get, I say warmer. It's not going to be warm by any stretch of the imagination, but it's going to be warmer than it is now, and stuff will be able to cure a bit better. Now, I can take stuff into the house, and it can, you know, cure overnight, dry overnight. I just have 2 nosy cats, a nosy 76-year-old, and my little one always wants to look at stuff that I'm making, and tries to tell me and suggest to me how to make it better. But you know, anyway, guys, if you've enjoyed this video and enjoyed listening to me waffle, please like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I'll see you next time. Before I go, actually on TikTok. So I have a TikTok account. I've actually 750 followers now, which is absolutely bananas. 4 days ago it was on 500, so it's just absolutely bananas. But if you've come over from there, welcome, you know, thank you, welcome. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Guys, until next time, hit the buttons for me, and I'll see you there. Take it easy.